Hi guys, welcome back to Dee's African Perspective. Thank you all for stopping by. I really love that you're here today. Okay, so today we're going to be touching on a topic about depression. What is it about the people in my generation these days? Why are we all depressed? Because let's be for real, this is something that I'm like, what is going on? Why are we all depressed? You know, I I actually get very these days I feel like there's really no meaning to life. That's how I feel, right? Like life is just not it's not given the way it was given, like maybe being a child, that kind of thing. It's like, what is the purpose of living? Those kind of things. And then I was told sometimes when I discuss that kind of thing, because sometimes I get very happy. Like I have like this type of mood swing where sometimes I'm joyous, I'm excited, I'm happy. And then I was told that, oh my God, you can be so depressing. That's what my mom would say. She said, you talk about some depressing shit like this. But then now, anytime I go on TikTok, it's like I'm seeing people in my generation all complaining. I'm like, why are we all the same? Because why are we complaining and so sad? Why do we not have a reason to live? But yes, there's just so many reasons as to why we feel this way. Why are we not feeling like this? I don't know. They would say, okay, maybe you're not contented. It's not about being contented. It's more like we want a life where we feel like there's a reason to it. But I don't want to go on too much rants. That's just a little thing that I just want to say. We're going to be checking out a video of people actually talking about how depressed they are, how like life does not really have much meaning to it, how majority of us feel this way. Like we feel like there's just no purpose to it. That's just how it is. That's what the life is giving right now, because there's just no money, and when you don't have money, it's just like that. It just gets really sad. Before we get right into this video, please make sure you click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you all. I appreciate you guys. Liking this video helps with the algorithm a lot. That is why I keep saying it. Thank you. Let's get right into it.
Do you ever feel like you don't have much to live for, but you're not necessarily sewer sliding? It's like there's nothing in my life that I can look forward to long term. Like I can find things that excite me or make me happy or that I'm thankful for in my day-to-day life, but there's nothing in the long run that feels worth it. It's like there's not a single career that sounds fulfilling to me or anything that I really want to do long term that I'm passionate about to make a career. I wake up alone, I go to sleep alone. Where's my phone going? Even my phone is trying to leave me, Like I don't have a great relationship with my family. I am single and my mental health issues will not allow me to be in any sort of healthy relationship. I don't have friends by choice because I don't trust people, but it's just like the only thing that really keeps me going is being a Muslim and knowing that I just have to, and I just have to keep on keeping on and trying the best that I can and continue to grow. But it's like I'm not going to end it, but I can't fucking wait for it to end.
Based on all the comments on my video, it seems like we're all just about ready to go, so I think we should just start a revolution. I mean, shit, I don't have much to lose at this point, so I might as well go out with a bang, you know what I mean? All jokes aside though, this is not a coincidence that we all feel this way. It is a byproduct of a reaction to the world that we live in. Nothing about the lives that we live are natural and normal. We are only living to work and working to survive, which means we're not living at all. We are just trying to survive. And especially in countries like America that was built on this idea of independence, that was on purpose because it created a society where each man is for himself, and that makes it harder for people to come together as a collective and make change. And we've all just kind of succumbed to this way of living because we feel like we have no other choice. And I think it's really interesting that so many people are telling me to like go to therapy or try to find joy in the little things. I have done all of those things. I find joy in the little things every single day. I've gone to therapy and I'm on medication. All of those things I highly recommend everybody to do, yes. But that is still perpetuating the notion that the onus is on the individual to unfuck themselves from this fucked up world. And I have bipolar disorder and OCD, so these are things that I'm gonna have to battle with for the rest of my life, and I understand that. And even though I've done all the healing work, I'm managing my conditions in the best way that I can, that doesn't mean that I'm still able to function like a completely normal human being, but I'm expected to. So even for people like me who were just genetically predisposed to be fucked up in the head, we live in a society that only makes that worse, even when you're trying to manage it through medication and therapy. But even things like the wellness movement, like mindfulness is something that is natural and should be incorporated into our everyday lives, but the same people who are responsible for the way that we feel right now have used it to have commodified it to then still put the responsibility on us to fix what they've done. I don't know. All that's to say, we meet at midnight.
People who complain and say they are so sad, they just want to be happy, but they feel depressed. Maybe they just want, or they're tired of work. Maybe they want material things. Maybe they want to just, live this lavish life. Maybe they are just praying and hoping they could get rich one day. No. What I've realized about majority of people that I've seen in this generation, I know there are definitely those people who want that fast life, who want to live like a very rich way or have all these materialistic things, be living in a very large penthouse, all those type of things, flashy type of lifestyle. In my generation, I know there are those people, but at the same time, there are people who just genuinely want the simple things in life. It's the bare minimum, the very little thing that I think we being as humans, we deserve. Like they just want to live a very calm life where life moves on a slow pace, where it's not like life is just rushing and rushing and rushing, where you have to consistently labor and labor and labor and labor so hard just to achieve a little things that are just normal things that you should have. Like to be able to achieve being in a house, to rent a place that you don't even live in much. You just come and sleep there for a few hours because you're busy working and working and working.
Life ain't easy for nobody right now. I don't give a fuck what the internet say. I don't care how good they make it look. Life is life. But when I sit and I drink about it, this motherfucker ain't too bad at all. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't too bad.
I'm gonna start this off with a saying: death has become an option. Stay with me. Seeing a lot of commentary around politics right now, who's going to vote for Biden, genocide being the breaking point for many people. Oh my God, if you don't vote for Biden, that's a vote for Trump. All of the things. Well, good luck under Trump. Death has become an option. And I think the people who are saying those statements like that, you'll be in internment camps under Trump, it could be worse under Trump. Do you think that Gaza won't be, or the genocide won't happen under Trump? You're missing the point. That people who have hit their rock bottom of hopelessness, people who feel like the American promise that was promised to their great-grandparents and their grandparents and their mother that has been broken time and time again when it comes to them now in this generation of who they are as voters, death has become an option. And so when you say to a person, oh, it could be much worse under so-and-so, they have already chosen that the option of death is available to them. And I don't think people are really clocking that, right? And you have to realize fear can no longer be a motivating factor in the United States of America because this whole country was based on fear. And now we have reached that boiling point where no one is fearful of anything anymore. I remember, that was the big thing. Oh my God, when Trump becomes president, it's all over. And he became president and it wasn't all over. A lot of bad shit happened, but it wasn't all over. So when you try that same tactic 4 years later, that fear is now gone because people have been through it before. And death has become an option.
So maybe someone here on TikTok can answer this question for me because I cannot figure it out and I am so frustrated. Why is it that I have to work 40 hours a week just so I can have a place to live. 40 hours a week makes me $2,000 a month, and my rent is $1,660. So I work 40 hours a week so I can have a 2-bedroom apartment and an extra $300 a month. Like, it doesn't cover my phone, internet, food, you know? So not only do I not have any extra money, but just working makes me so exhausted that I don't have time either. Like, I get off work at 5:30, come home, and I'm just so tired. I'm so tired that, like, anything that I need to do outside of work, I then just push off to, like, the weekend. And I'm like, I'm just too tired to do this after work. I'll wait until Saturday. So then I end up with so much to do on the weekend that ends up having to be split into 2 days. So I have to do stuff on both Saturday and Sunday. So then I don't get a day off. I don't get a day to relax. I don't get to decompress. So it is really like working 7 days a week, constantly. And I don't want to do that anymore, right? Like, I don't care how poor and miserable I would have to be, but I literally can't have a place to live without this, you know? Like, I don't know what to do. I'm not made for this. I don't have the money, time, or energy to enjoy my life outside of work, and I don't know what to do about it anymore, you know? I'm so tired.
And then it's like there's no like community life where people even talk to each other. I have listened to people who said they don't even know their neighbors. Like they literally have not spoken. They just saw them once, maybe once in a year. They just pass each other. They don't talk. They don't communicate. So there's just this depression in life because you just feel like, what is all this? Like, why are we living like this? Is this what I'm supposed to do for the rest of my life? You feel like this world is so beautiful, right? Like the world has beautiful things that you would want to see, especially when you see people record videos or some that are able to travel. And you're like, these places look so amazing. And you cannot go. Imagine if you work in America where maybe possibly you only have 14 days to actually get a break, 14 days to go on a vacation. Can you even afford a vacation? That's if you can. But when you go on those vacations, you're worried about the bills that you have to pay. That means 14 days out of your rent. You're still going to pay that rent. But 14 days out of it, you're not living in that place. But you're still going to pay the bill. And you're thinking, I need to get back and pay these bills. I need to pay that. Your mind, you're not well rested. So all those things, when we think about it, we're like, is this how we're just going to live and die? It's scary to think, like, you become so old and then that's when you're supposed to rest and relax. And you can't do anything. You can't do all those things that you should have been able to do when you are in your 20s. There are a lot of people that have started working. There are many people in my generation who started working a long time ago, maybe since when they were 16, 14 years old, and they've been working and working. Imagine someone doing all those things. Come on, it's so depressing. Let's be for real. Like this, like I said, this is just a way to vent. It's not like possibly, I don't know what we can do to change it, but that's just what we're going through. It's just sad. I just wish we could just be more happier, genuinely more happier.
How the fuck are y'all affording to live right now? Like, seriously, I need to know. I need to know what to do, how to do it. Why the fuck? Like, I am so tired. I'm just tired. I don't got money to do shit. I don't have energy to do shit. I'm sitting here right now after work in a fucking food drive, just waiting because I can't afford shit. My rent's gonna go up 26%. It just don't make no fucking sense. I don't get it. I work all the fucking time. I'm tired all the fucking time. I don't have time to do shit. I ain't got money to do shit. I ain't got the energy to fucking do shit. I don't have the will to do shit. I don't get it.
It's only like 8 in the morning, and I am just already done with this day. Just done. I'm hiding under my covers right now. Like, I am so tired of, like, we get our paychecks and they just, by the time you pay bills, there's nothing left. Nothing. I literally last night made a grocery list of everything we needed at the grocery store. And now today, after paying bills this morning, I'm not going to be able to get more than half of what's on that list. More than half. On top of that, my 5-year-old, wants to play spring softball. She played fall and she loved it. And I'm such a big believer in, like, keeping your kids active. Like, just, that's so important. It's good for socialization skills. Like, there's so many benefits to it. And I'm not going to be able to afford to make the damn $100 payment. Like, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed at myself because it's like, I should be able to do these things. But in the same aspect, it's like, it's not for lack of fucking trying. We try. My God, do we try. I never understood when I was younger why they would say, stress can kill you. Stress can, really, make you have headaches or this and that. I get it now. I never used to have headaches at all. And now this past year, like, it's just been nothing but migraines and headaches and just, and that's another thing I don't get is that, like, my husband actually makes more now than he ever has. And he's getting good hours. But because the bills are so much higher than they used to be, just based off of, like, taxes and fees and all this stuff that we didn't used to have on our bills, by the way. And then now inflation and the cost of money. And I'm not trying to be political or anything like that. I'm just bitching because I'm stressed. I'm done with this day. Like, I'm not even looking forward to the weekend now because it's like, my kid's like, I want to go to the zoo. And I'm like, how do you tell your kid, like, sorry, kid, you want lights or the zoo? You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's freaking ridiculous. This is just, it's a bullshit economy. It really is. I want to add something else too. There are so many, like, beggars on this app. Like, people that I see, like, on the daily that go live and have random, like, pay for my vet bills or help me with my rent or help me with this or this. And I bet you money they make better money doing that than people that work hard and, like, have jobs and budget and struggle bus it. And that infuriates me. It's like, this world should reward triers. Why is it people that don't try get a free ride in life? But the people that try the hardest, they just get fucked.
I'm sure there is, but does anyone else who's, like, not the depressed type of person just feeling super depressed lately? I've never been suicidal, and I don't think I ever will be. I'm completely terrified of death. Lately, life has just been hard. And I feel like really it's just hard for our whole generation right now. I feel like we're all just stuck in our jobs, don't really have a career path or know what we want to do, and just working all the time and not even able to go out and do anything or buy yourself things because everything is just so expensive and the pay isn't matching up with it. And, like, all I want to do on my days off is just lay in bed and do absolutely nothing. Also, I can't really afford to do anything, you know? I really want to live while I'm in my 20s. So far, all I've really done is work. I think we've gone out and did something maybe twice this year. And to me, like, that's not enough. I feel like I'm just stuck existing instead of actually living my life. And it's really hard to wrap my head around sometimes that this is how my 20s are. But it's almost impossible for our whole generation to do anything else but just exist because we can't afford to do anything else and we're so tired. Everyone's like, you need to save, you guys need to save, y'all are young, well, you can save. You think that we have the money to save? What are we saving for? When our tires need changed? I'm sure there are other things, but I just want to live while I can, while I'm young. And yes, you can live when you're older, but I want to take advantage of the time I have now without kids and while I'm healthy and able to do things. It's just hard out here. I have to find a way out. Like, there has to be a way out of this.
People literally have to go and work a lot of hours and still have to cut a lot of things that they maybe possibly could have a little bit of happiness from. They can't even do it. You can't even have enough. You don't even have enough time to go and maybe go outside and just enjoy a little bit of fun. No fun at all, because that fun is going to cost you a lot of money and you don't even have much time to do it. So when you think about it, it's like there's not much purpose or any like little maybe enjoyment or satisfaction to life. It's more like you just came to this life to just live and just keep hustling and hustling and hustling for something that maybe you're not even seeing the result. There's no result other than the result of you just having a record of the bills that you've paid your whole life. So it's not satisfied. Like, there's no way you're going to be satisfied with such a thing. So that is why most people just feel so empty inside. There's a void, and it's painful to see how things just keep increasing in prices and then nothing is being changed, or life is not becoming easier, only harder every time. Like, since for the past how many years that I've known, each year things just keep becoming worse. Like, nothing is becoming better but worse. Please make sure you click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you all. I appreciate you guys. Liking this video helps with the algorithm a lot. That is why I keep saying it. Thank you.